going on, guys? This is Daly. So today I'm going to be bringing you a BMT like tips and tricks video. This is my homie Jaron Daly.
What's up,
this
guys?
is Carlos Garcia. We all were at the 322nd Training Squadron, so we were all at Alcatraz. We can't really speak for Disneyland sort of things, but today we just have fucking lists of stuff we're going to do with BMT hacks. So number one, starting off, a lot of people call this like the Kyle Gott method and stuff like that, but it's about having duplicates in your security drawer. Now, I don't know about him, but we were in the same flight, and we never got inspected on our security drawer. So I kind of had duplicates in there for nothing, but I know some people who were inspected. Were you ever inspected for that? No?
Last week of training.
Yeah, so like the 6 week of training, they can inspect one of like 3 things, and that's on the list. So if they choose to do it, they can. But otherwise, like the duplicates are cool just because it keeps everything nice and neat. But so do bring duplicates. Like it's like you bring an extra toothpaste, extra toothbrush, an extra toothbrush holder, stuff like that. So you can just kind of sit in there and be like a clone. But
it pays off a lot too, because you'll have people who don't have those items, and you'll make some friends like that real quick, because they'll be like, yo, I need some toothpaste, I don't have any. I got you.
Yeah, that's a DBA, but another thing is Colgate Wisps. So like you can't really have toothpicks or anything like that, and at the BX like you can only buy certain things, and it gets pretty boring because the list is like really really specific. Like there's restrictions on absolutely everything. So like Colgate Wisps are like these little like plastic toothbrush, and they're basically toothpicks with like a mint at the end, and you just kind of mess with them and suck on them, and yeah. So another one is don't be stupid. He was really stupid. BMT, I'm just kidding, but just don't be stupid, because you just don't be an idiot. You'll get in trouble. I mean, honestly, getting in trouble with BMT isn't that big of a deal because they can't really do anything crazy to you.
Yeah, I mean, just overall, have fun, but don't be dumb about it. Don't attack people. Don't put your hands on people. You'll be fine.
Yeah, don't put your hands on people. You'll get recycled, or they'll get recycled, or however. It's just like if you get in a fight, you're both getting in trouble. Like if you hit somebody or they hit you first, you're gonna get kicked out of the Air Force. Like even here, if we got in a fight here, you're getting kicked out of the Air Force. They told us that. So like it doesn't matter if. Like the situation doesn't matter, it's just a zero tolerance. So another one is baby wipes. These were huge for us. I don't know about him, but we literally like didn't have toilet paper for the longest time. Like literally we went a solid week without toilet paper at one point. And literally just when you go to the BX, buy baby wipes, because not only are you gonna use them for beasts when you get there, but we literally use baby wipes on the regular at least once a week because we ran out of toilet paper once a week.
Were you guys on utility crew?
I was on utility crew.
So they restock your toilet paper, and you'll have guys on utility crew that can go pick up toilet paper every day, or however often they put it out there.
Yeah.
And you just get it. But like we ran out of toilet paper a couple times, and we would just go up to our sister flight and our brother flight.
Yeah, we did that too.
And we'd ask them like, hey, we give you guys some laundry detergent if you guys give us some toilet paper.
Really? Well, we didn't have that because like our brother flight hated us, so like we would ask them, and then they would make us pay them back because like it was that much of like a supply and demand. Like nobody had toilet paper. It's terrible. So another one is earplugs. Like I cannot. Did you use earplugs?
I didn't use earplugs.
You didn't use earplugs? No. Earplugs are like heaven on earth at BMT, like because everyone is farting at night, everyone is snoring at night,
screaming at night. Oh
ECs drop their guns at night, and it's the loudest thing ever. And like the EC, there's like a box in the hallway that like calls up every 2 hours or an hour, and they ask for accountability of everybody, and it's like this loud like me. It's so loud. But like when you have earplugs, like they're not just the foam kind. Like they actually at the BX they sell like the ones with like the little indents. I don't know, like the ribbed ones. Yeah, and you can like stick them in, and it's freaking awesome. And you'll still wake up because when you wake up they play Reveille like it's really loud, so you'll still wake up and the lights turn on. So just earplugs definitely are awesome. I don't know if they're allowed. My instructor never said anything about them. So
yeah, he didn't mind.
Utility closet. I was utility closet. They weren't. He was an element leader, so he didn't really have a detail like that. What was your detail?
I was bed liner.
He was a bed liner, so that's a really good detail too.
I was a shoe liner at first.
Yeah, he was okay. Easy. So like these are just super easy jobs, but the reason I like utility crew is because I'm really organized for one, so it kind of it helped me there. And they don't do dust down. So in the mornings and at night when you do details, you're gonna have to get like, what do you use? Like rags and little
Torn t-shirts.
torn t-shirts, and you like wipe down the top of your wall locker under the beds. You just bang dust off of everything, and then but when you're in a utility closet, you literally sit in there and do nothing. So it's kind of like, oh, that's really easy. You know, it's awesome. Another one is stay quiet when you're yelled at. So somebody else, you're an element leader, so you talk about that, because
don't take everything so personal. I mean, you're gonna want to talk back. Don't talk back ever to an MTL. You're gonna make it worse. If an MTL tells you something and you're gonna say something back, give a reporting statement no matter what.
Yeah.
And when you're giving your reporting statement, do not move. You are a statue.
Yeah.
Like if you move your hands, they're gonna yell at you. Why are you moving at the position of attention? Like every single time. That's like the biggest thing people got yelled at.
Yeah.
Just don't move, and don't be afraid of the MTLs.
Yeah, so MTIs.
MTLs are for tech school.
Okay, like MTIs literally can't do anything to you. They can't touch you. They can't, they can't put you on your face and make you do push-ups in the Air Force. Like, they can't do anything to you, so there's really no reason to be scared of them. All you have to do is give your reporting statement, and when you get in trouble or, you didn't do something right, literally just listen to them and fix it. Like, don't say sorry, because every time you say sorry, they're like, I don't want to hear sorry, fix it! Like, they're like, they don't care about that, so, honestly, if you just do what you're supposed to do, and another one that's on this list is blend in, and this kind of goes hand in hand with that, like, that's how I got through BMT, that's how he got through, like, the last part of BMT.
Yeah.
You just have to freaking blend in and, like, seriously just, I don't even know, I can't even really relate it to anything, you just have to freaking
during the first few weeks before I was made an element leader, the MTIs didn't even know my name, which is like what you want.
Perfect,
like,
exactly.
They didn't even know. They asked if there was an Airman Garcia in the third week of training because I got the best PT score, so they were making me the PT monitor.
Oh, man.
And then right after that, they made me an element leader, and that whole changed. That changed everything for me. But the first couple of weeks, they didn't even know who I was or that I even existed. And that's what you want to do. You just want to not volunteer too much.
Don't volunteer at all.
Yeah, don't volunteer.
Don't volunteer at all.
Yeah. That's how you get known.
The kids who volunteer, I guess not everybody's a kid, but a big majority of people who join the Air Force are kids because we're young. But a huge part of people who haven't really done their research before they join volunteer for things, and they're the ones that end up as chow runners, element leaders at first who get fired. They're the ones who get the really bad jobs and things like they'll ask you like, who has been a leader or like a captain on a team before, and everyone's like,
did Forrest
Gironzi, like this kid.
I was voluntold for element leader. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, but most of the time they ask you. So like, if you just don't volunteer and you do what the person in front of you is doing, you'll be fine because it's always team effort. It's never independent. Like you're always with people. It's annoying. You're always with people. You have no privacy, but you just gotta kind of blend in.
If you do want to get away from stuff, if someone gets hurt and they need you to take them to the hospital, you just go there, watch some TV, and just sit and chill.
Yeah.
No one yells at you. No one bothers you.
Yeah. Another thing is don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt.
You can be the kid that goes to the hospital with them, but don't get hurt because if you get hurt, you're gonna be stuck in med hold. I've known people who were at BMT for like literally 8 months before, literally, and then eventually they end up getting kicked out anyways. But it's just like the process to get kicked out of the Air Force is longer than getting through BMT. So if you really want to join the Air Force and you're serious about it, do it, get it done, and get out. But if you don't know for sure and you're just doing it for the heck of it, seriously think about it before you actually go in, because if you don't, you're gonna be really screwed and you're gonna hate your life. And a lot of like ugly stuff can happen at airmen's holdover. Like people freaking have made shanks before and stuff like that. So you just kind of have to be.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
That's a bad place.
It's crazy. You don't want to be there. A lot of people are super depressed, and it's crazy. So, what's another one? This one was really big for me. I love music, so like one thing that helped me was eventually my wife sent me like song lyrics, but I wish I would have brought them before, just because like, songs like really help. Everyone would be whistling or something. Like we had Chill Bill as like one of our freaking flight songs.
Yeah, it got old. First week.
It did. It was
did
terrible.
It so often.
Like we would sing in the shower and stuff like that. But another thing is like, and on Sundays when you're bored, like you would just be thinking of a song and you can never remember the lyrics. But like when you have them, you're like, oh, you can kind of get the melody. So another one is Be Happy. Like just make the best of it, because honestly, I was really depressed through BMT. Like, it just sucked for me. I miss my wife. But for like other people, like, you know, both of these guys, when he went to BMT, he was single, and he still is single. But like, it's the difference between, it's like night and day between having, you know, someone having a significant other or not. Because like, when you don't really have anything to worry about except that. But when you do, it's like, wow, I don't have to be here right now. You know, it's like that. So. Just have to stay positive through it, because
that's the biggest thing.
Suck.
That's my biggest piece of advice for BMT. I had a great BMT experience, and I loved every moment of it.
Yeah.
And there wasn't many parts that I really hated.
Yeah.
Like even the bad things were, I look back and they were good times because of the people I was with. As long as you surround yourself with positive people, you're gonna have a good time. And that's with everything in the Air Force. There's always gonna be people that are complaining about every single thing, and you just want to stay away from them.
I'm a big complainer here at like tech school, and like at BMT I was a big complainer too, which like in the real world I'm not really like that at all, but like honestly, like I just miss my wife, and I'm not the happiest person in training. So, you know, in like a month or so when I'm out of here, like everything will be, you know, way better than it is. But,
3 weeks.
Yeah, in like 3 weeks. So he tests for Psych Plus tomorrow, by the way. So
That's crazy.
But another thing is, like, we're in class together, and like all the time, at least like once a week, we always talk about BMT, and we laugh so hard because it's just like, going through it sucks, but when you look back, it's like, wow, like I'm really happy I did that. Like that's like, you just look back and you're like, wow, like there's people going through that right now, the same thing that we did, and it's just like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 months here went by like that, but at BMT, it's like, it feels like a year. It's crazy. So clipboards. I never really used these, but you did. So.
Yeah, I had 2 of them.
I don't even know what they're used for.
You give one to your bedmate if you're sharing a bed, and you use them to tuck in the excess blankets.
Yeah, excess sheets.
So
yeah,
that's more of a Disneyland thing. The clipboards, because
you know, Alcatraz.
No, it's more of Disneyland, because on the underneath of the beds in Disneyland, it's flat from what I've heard.
Yeah, it is flat.
You can't put your hand underneath the bed and push up the bed. And in Alcatraz, there's springs where you could like tuck. I don't know. It's hard to explain until you see it.
I use it.
But I think that's like, it's so extra.
I never used it. I never used it just because I didn't really care. But like, you really have. It depends on your instructor. Our instructor was really adamant about getting the bed like nice, tight, and wrinkle free. So he recommended that we use clipboards. I never did it though. Like, you just kind of. I don't even know how it works. Like, you just put it in between like the the frame and the mattress.
You go underneath the
shove
bed,
it.
and you can grab and pull the sheets. But I just use a clipboard because then like
Just use
going
my
on the
hands.
floor every day.
Yes.
It's going underneath it, start pulling sheets.
It's crazy.
It's too much work.
This one for me is like more personal, I guess, because it has to do with like just being a freaking douchebag. Honestly, like I had at least 5 people on our flight who were in relationships. Some of them were married, and they were always consistently just like checking out chicks and like talking really inappropriately about women at BMT. And like, from my perspective, like, being in a relationship and stuff like that, like, I can never imagine myself being at BMT and like thinking about just like, oh wow, like I definitely would go cheat with her right now if I had the chance to. And it's just like, don't be that guy, man. Like, if you want to be in a relationship, and you want to do something like this, like, you just have to be faithful about it. Like, you have to know why you're in a relationship and why you're at BMT and what you're doing. I guess it's not really something like a BMT tip, but like, just don't be that guy that's like, just don't be a douchebag who's always talking about like banging chicks all the time. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, it's really annoying. It's just like, it's gross.
It's weird though, because like a lot of those people that did say that ended up getting Dear John letters.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Were like, they got. I don't even know. A lot of people did get Dear John. Dear John is when you get a letter, like a breakup letter or like a breakup phone call while you're at BMT and stuff like that. So
like, if you're in a relationship,
just be faithful.
Definitely talk about it and have them understand what you're going to be going through for not only yourself but for them as well later on.
Yeah, and like, if you're in a relationship, like, you should just be faithful. Like, you shouldn't have to try to be loyal. Like, that should just be a given, like, in a relationship. But
for real.
Another thing, we had this in our flight. I think he did too. We had roast sessions on Sundays.
We had that every day.
When you get to BMT, you learn about like storming, performing, norming, or whatever they are, and it's like the phases of teamwork. And one of them is storming, and we stormed the whole time. That's basically fighting and arguing with each other. And eventually we got to this point where we all came to like a consensus of when on Sundays when no one's around, we're gonna go into the day room and circle each other and just kind of talk crap about each other to each other's faces and just kind of deal with situations in the now instead of letting it build up and gossip and stuff like that. And it really helped us out. Although like that stuff still existed, it just kind of put it out there to the fact like, wow, like that kid is, you know, the freaking douchebag of all of us. And I don't know, it kind of pinpointed people, and they would be like, wow, like I didn't know I was doing that, or maybe they did know they were doing that and they enjoyed it. You know, it's a really honest way to address problems, and it worked out for us.
Just don't take it too far. That's the biggest thing, because I mean, if all it takes is one person to tell the MTI, and that could change everything. Everyone will get in trouble. Everyone will get punished for that.
One thing.
So
you're good.
Okay. Just make sure that everyone has thick skin if you're going to do it and they all agree to it. Because if one person doesn't like it and they go and tell someone,
you're screwed.
Y'all are.
The thing with BMT is like they try to teach you how to be a team more than tattletale, right? But some people don't get that and they go in tattletale. But in reality, BMT is about learning how to deal with your problems as a team without being micromanaged.
Chain of command.
But some people, it's about learning chain of command, and exactly. And chain of command is like the basic idea of knowing the levels of where to go with certain things. And it's better to keep it at the lowest level that you possibly can, and that is just dealing with simple problems with each other. So
yeah, otherwise people get recycled and
like
get in way more trouble than they should.
Yeah, and a lot of times people who tell are the ones that get in trouble as well too. So it's kind of ridiculous, but. This one was big for me too. Like I'm not really big on authority, I guess in a sense like that. Now in the military it's kind of different because you have to be, but in the outside world I'm not like that. You know, I don't like being told what to do. So an issue that I had was a lot of people would tell me to shut up, or they were just super rude. And like I'm totally cool with being told like, hey dude, you're talking and like you shouldn't be right now and stuff like that. But there's a certain way that you have to talk to people and communicate, and learning how to be professional about things versus being an idiot about things. It's just you have to find that that line that you have to cross. So that was a big thing in our flight too. A lot of people, like freaking butted heads on that sort of stuff too. Now that's basically it. But the last one for me is like, don't be super military gung-ho. Like it's cool to be like, yeah, we're in the Air Force and have pride about that, but like so the video actually cut out just because my camera, the way I have it set up, it's only recording for 20 minutes at a time. But we're talking about being like super gung-ho. And what was the point you just brought up?
Don't say huh.
Yeah, so like an Air Force thing is huh. It's like HUA, heard, understood, acknowledged. And it's so annoying. So annoying. All day. Yeah, that's like tech school. It's funny because like it's like an inside joke thing for tech schoolers, but like people all the time, like all the time. So I don't really know where I left off, but it just comes down to being like, don't be that guy that's like super gung ho, friggin' military, like yeah, military, like I'm flexing hardcore, yeah, America. Like it's just like stop. Like you're in the military, you're here to do your job, be humble, like fucking Kendrick, like just do what you gotta do and call it a day. Like you don't have to be over here like freaking getting like United States Air Force tattooed on your forehead. That's not even a regs, but you know what I mean. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave your ship dates down below so all of you can connect. If you have any questions about this video or anything, just feel free to leave them down below as well. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. And maybe they will too. If you like this format of video and the way that we did things, and you want to see other people and stuff like that, just let me know. I'd love to do that again. I like doing collabs. It's fun. And then don't forget to check out my Twitter and stuff like that. It's all down below. Instagram, everything like that. Theirs is gonna be down below as well. Whatever.
Message us any questions you guys have.
Yeah, totally. Send them messages. If you want their Snapchats down below, or whatever it may be. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching again, and peace out.